been like this for the last 5 minutes.
Aharka, Montara, Avinyusha. Tá Fáitiroi, Gudiana Cod, Special to Shaw. Reverend Father, Minister Howland, councillors, Oireachtas members, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure, on behalf of the Kilkenny County Council, to welcome you all to the official opening of the Callan bypass. It is an understatement to say that this is a great day for the people of Callan, and indeed for the people of Kilkenny as a whole. For years, traffic congestion has been a source of huge inconvenience for the people of the town, and particularly for the people of Bridge Street. It is estimated that over 4,000 vehicles every day pass through the town, of which 14% are heavy-duty vehicles. The narrow streets were simply unable to cope with such numbers. A concerted local campaign for the bypass was mounted and maintained over the years. I'm sure everyone associated with the campaign, the local people and the local politicians, will be very satisfied in what they see here today. And I'd like to pay a particular tribute to the local politicians in the area. This campaign has gone on for many years, and the local councillors have continuously for years raised the matter at council level, and with the support of the local Oireachtas members, managed to get the support they needed to get this bypass built. But the work is not finished, and there will be work needed within the town of Callan itself when this bypass is finally open. But the new bypass is a fitting testament to their efforts. The decision of the department to grant approval for the project has been a brave one. The N76 is a national secondary road, and the funding available for this type of improvement is very limited. And the bypass has taken up a sizable slice of national funds. However, the Minister and the department can be satisfied that the decision taken was the correct one, not only for Callan and for Kilkenny, but for everybody who passes this way, and for the many people passing through the town to other parts of the county, of the country. In mentioning the Department of the Environment, I would pay a special welcome to Mr. Jimmy Farrelly, the newly appointed Secretary of the Department, who is a native of Thomastown here in Kilkenny. There are another number of other people who I'd like to congratulate also. The board and staff of the NRA, the staff of the council, and the main contractors, the Wills Brothers. The end product of all your efforts is a very fine road, and we will all get the opportunity to traverse it before long. Finally, it's my privilege and pleasure to introduce the Minister, Brendan Howland, and to invite him to perform the official opening. Already today we've had the honour of having the Minister open a new housing scheme in Mulnavat. We appreciate him taking the time out from the hustings to be with us. He has done an excellent job in office, and I personally have no doubt that that will be reflected on a certain day in the not too distant future. Ladies and gentlemen, I now call on the Minister for Howland to perform the official opening. Vermil Machwit.
Thank you very much, Chairman of the Kilkenny County Council, Chairman of the National Roads Authority, Reverend Gentlemen, Oireachtas colleagues, Deputies Patterson, Aylward and Hogan, members of the County Council, people of Callan, ladies and gentlemen. Over the last 2.5 years, one of the most rewarding features of my job has been the frequency with which I found myself speaking on occasions like this to groups of people such as this at the opening of important strategic roadworks. Projects large and small, from motorways to small schemes, have seen remarkable progress in achieving our major national goal of putting in place a modern national road network capable of meeting the needs of this fast-growing national economy. We're living through a period of unprecedented growth, a performance that has seen us earn accolades from commentators right across the globe. Names such as the Celtic Tiger or the Emerald Tiger have been joined by the latest offering from the International Economist magazine in the last few weeks, describing Ireland as Europe's shining light. Some skeptics have wondered if this surging economic growth can continue. Well, I can tell you it can. We've shown a capacity to compete with the best in the world. But building on that success will not be easy. It's going to take imagination, determination, and clearly identified goals that we must achieve. What isn't in doubt is the key role which the quality of our national infrastructure is going to play in building a successful future. Roads carry the lifeblood of economic regeneration at national, regional and county level. The reduction of transport costs and the consequent improvement in the competitiveness of Irish industry combines to achieve the major goal of government, which is complete and full employment for all our people. The N76, as the chairman has said, is a national secondary road, but it's a road of real importance to this region, linking the commercial and social centres of Kilkenny and Clonmel and allowing for the onward journey to Cork. An indication of the importance of the route is the significant traffic volumes which have plagued the town of Callan. Getting through the narrow streets of Callan has been the bane of many motorists' lives in recent years. The project, now open, will ensure shorter journey times, less headaches for motorists, and probably most of all, great relief for the people living in the streets of Callan. What towns like Callan need is the opportunity to develop as real urban centres, pleasant places where people can work and live, shop and thrive. They were never intended to be major traffic thoroughfares. This new bypass opens up a whole new vista for the town of Callan and provides it with an opportunity to develop in an economically beneficial and environmentally sustainable way. I note that Callan has already benefited from my department's urban and village renewal schemes. Last year a grant of 20,000 was made for the remodelling of the town hall as a community resource, and for phase one of a scheme to put cables underground at Lower Bridge Street and the crossroads. New possibilities are from today opening up, which will allow you to further improve the visual landscape of the town and enrich its already rich architectural heritage. The Edmund Rice Homestead, the old Charter Building, the council area buildings are all fine examples of the heritage and offer huge potential for tourist development. Transport has always had a key role to play in the history of the town of Callan. It was until the 1920s on the main road from Dublin to Cork, and the bridge over the King's River was a major landmark on that important national route. The bridge is no longer with us in its original form, as it was reconstructed in the mid-1920s, by which time the current Cork-Dublin road through Cairn Portlaoise had been upgraded. That decision had obvious implications for people in other towns, such as Portlaoise. It's a case of Callan today, and quite literally Portlaoise tomorrow, because the relief being afforded to the people of Callan today will be available in Portlaoise when the new Portlaoise bypass is officially opened by An Taoiseach tomorrow. The Callan bypass scheme is a significant piece of work. It's 3.5 kilometres long, as we can see, and was completed at a cost of £4.5 million. I understand that the project was not completed without a number of close calls. The bridge on the new route, I believe, is supported by a number of 96 feet beams which had to be transported to the site. Those up between the hours of 6 and 8 on the morning that they arrived were treated to a masterful display of driving as the beams were threaded through the streets with care and precision, although word came back to the Custom House that there was one or two narrow escapes. I want to acknowledge the major contribution of our European partners towards the revolution in Irish road development. The European Co-Financed Operational Programme for Transport, which covers the period from 94 to 99, provides over £200 million a year for national road schemes. This level of investment is making a real difference in the southeast with schemes such as the Glenmore New Ross route, the Barntown route and the Clonmel Relief Road opened in recent times. The commitment to the improvement of our network does not only imply a focus on the national schemes. In fact, I'm proud to be part of the first government ever to take the bull by the horns and address the issue of non-national roads. By the end of this year, over 9,000 road schemes will have been completed, involving the improvement of over 15,500 kilometres of roads since I launched the restoration programme for county roads in the middle of 1995. This represents 18% of the entire county road network. Kilkenny has been allocated £4.2 million for non-national road developments this year, and that almost reflects £1,500 for every kilometre of road in the county. And I know from experience that that cash will be put to very good use indeed. I'd like, Chairman, to conclude by congratulating and thanking all who are involved in bringing this vital road scheme to reality. It's been a major undertaking. It's been carried out professionally and efficiently. And the legacy of this hard work will be with us for many, many more years to come. My final wish is for safety and care for all who will use this new road link. Please God, nobody will come to any harm as they travel this important road. It's a great pleasure and a distinct honour for me to declare Callan Bypass officially open.
Thanks, Mr. Key. Just holding at that now. Thank you. Okay.
Hold off driving on the new road until the Minister has had the opportunity. After that, you're free to traverse it. Thank you.
No, guaranteed. You should walk it. You get a better view.
Who have endured the battering of trucks and road traffic, and they are already experiencing a sigh of relief. And I think they will be delighted to have a new campaign and a new focus, but not to get rid of the traffic, but to really beautify and enhance their lovely town. And I mentioned that in my opening words. There is a capacity now to transform Callan. Kilkenny is blessed with so many beautiful buildings.
Music begins each evening at 10:15 p.m. till late. Come and try two legal jazz sensations. This bank holiday weekend at the Clonmel Hotel, Howard Kilkenny.
Thank you, Superintendent. You've been stopped by Superintendent Vincent This first. What's your name?
Noel Byrne.
And where are you from?
Nurse Callan.
Only, and what do you think of the lighthouse?
Brilliant so far.
Who's in the car with you here? Congratulations. 11 today. And you're getting right on the lighthouse to the right. Are you proud of it? Nice. Speed off down the road.
Oh, the pipes was for the electricity, weren't they?
Yeah.
Thank you.